Try to share some of our excitement about this. I want to introduce Greg Mancock, the program director.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, this is a really exciting time for those of us who've been working on this program for many, many years. I've been running it for about 9 years, and there's been people working on it for about a decade and a half. Of intense work, and it's a great team of NOAA, NASA, our contractors, especially with Lockheed and Harris, and we're really bringing the nation new capability. The GOES program's been around for a little over 40 years, and most every American sees it every night on the weather. So when they say go to the satellite, this is what they're looking for. But what's really exciting is, for the first time in that 40 years, we are really end-to-end replacing the entire system. So we bring in some technologies that are going to get the Weather Service and the whole weather community very excited about what we're bringing them. We'll be able to scan the whole hemisphere in about 5 minutes. We'll be able to do things so much faster with like double the resolution, so that they can really use this. It's pretty exciting. Some of the folks, we've been providing them raw data, simulated data, and they say it's like moving from the era of black and white TV to HD TV. So it is a dramatic leap capability. The community's excited. We're all excited about doing it, and we're glad you're here to share with us. So it's always a challenge because we started this like 15 years ago, so you got to time what you forecast what they do with that. But the fact that we're getting to the end of the life, but now we've built up the new capability, so they certainly want to get this in operation as fast as they can.
So ARM will go up and work, and the other three will still be there, right, doing their thing?
Yes.
Well, I guess one's an orbital spare, right?
Okay, one's a spare.
So you still have two doing their thing,
Yes.
along with this guy.
Right.
You get S up in February of 18?
Right now, early 18, yeah.
And is there even a target date for T, or?
Well, we time it sort of, it's really based on the constellation.
So you're basically, as these old ones get down there,
yeah,
you
so,
want to make sure these are
yeah,
up
so
and
the
ready.
fact that we're reaching that 10-year point,
Right.
we're sort of expecting that we'll start to see, we've seen some degradation,
Right.
and we're working around it. So we expect that gradually they'll reach their end of life. We'll boost them up to super synchronous and replace them with a new suite.
Okay,
So
you don't anticipate any gaps at this point?
no, there's no
Given,
indication of
yeah,
that.
yeah, okay, okay. Well, gosh, that's really something. That's a pretty big change for
It's a
everybody.
huge change, yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is something I'm going to see on my nightly TV, that I'll be able to
Absolutely.
see and look at that and go,
Absolutely.
that looks different.
Yes, it will just be the sharpness of the pictures and the resolution is what's going to do. Because we're also, the ABI is flying 16 channels versus 5, so we're tripling other channels.
Right.
And what you can do is you can tune each of those channels for some phenomenon. And so I've seen imagery where you can look at it and see the surface of the Earth, snow, low clouds, high clouds, and distinguish all of them as separate features. Whereas right now it looks like black and white, where you sort of see it's all light and ground, but they'll be able to discriminate a lot better with all these features.
Is there anything else in the world that compares to this, or is this going to be?
This is good. This is setting the new standard. In fact, the excitement is really going around the world. Korea and Japan have bought duplicates of our primary imager, and Europe is going to, they're designing their next generation where they're going to upgrade this too. So the real exciting thing is to kind of think of having the whole globe surrounded by this, and the step that will do. And that's sort of what the U.S. sort of is the leader, try to push in the technologies and say, hey, this is where it is, and then people follow it and put their in place. So
Pretty soon I'll just look at my phone when I walk out the door and I'll see something from this guy. Go, okay, I'll go play golf today.
You absolutely will be able to see this. It's going to be very, very good. My life today has been like watching black and white television, and what you're giving me is HD TV. And it's that type of dramatic change in technology that's going to hit these forecast offices, and they're going to be, this is going to be just so, they're just all excited. When we first started running data sets, and the weather community is a very tough one to introduce technology. They're very, I don't know about that, you got to better prove it to me. When we started showing them these data sets and letting them run with it, the message we're back was, get this in my office yesterday. They don't want to wait for this, so it sold itself in terms of getting this new data set in their hands. So.
How long has it been since the last GOES satellite went up?
It's been about 8 years. It's been a while. So the ones on orbit are certainly reaching the end of their life.
I was going to say, how many are in orbit right now?
Right now we have 3 in orbit, and we try to keep 3 in orbit because we need 1 east and 1 west, because the U.S. responsibilities really go from the coast of Africa to watching the start of hurricanes formation all the way up to Guam. And we've got to put forecast warnings, plus we have a lot of aviation and marine responsibilities for ships and airplanes over the oceans. And actually, those folks are really sparse observations. So this becomes the big tool for anything over the ocean. So the FAA, the aviation community, is very excited because of the resolution. We're able to see a lot better fine structure of the atmosphere, so that for like turbulence, much more precise of where the turbulence is and get, airplane avoiding it and that. So again, the precision that we're giving them, fog is one of the big delay factors in aviation travel. They're already seeing with the new science and these applications of being able to very precisely know the onset and departure of the fog, and so they're seeing many minutes shaved in terms of the airplane. So there's a lot of excitement in the aviation community as well.
TV viewers